back to Hot Take Sports, episode 123. Brady, how is it going?
It's going pretty good, just going day by day, trying to find new stuff to do, learning a new language,
Yeah, what's that?
Japanese. No, don't ask because I'm bad at it.
Give us 3 words.
Gohan Tomizu.
What does
Rice
that
and
mean?
water.
You chose "and" as one of your 3 words.
Kodasai please.
All right, that'll work. Nailed it. I can't say if you're right or wrong, I guess.
No.
I don't think any of us know Japanese. Good for you. Learning a new language is fun. I'm not learning a new language. I'm tired. It's a long day. You might be on more sleep than me.
Probably am. If you keep waking up at 4:30 in the morning, they'll go work out.
It's part of the grind, man. It's part of the fun, though. Yeah. I had a good week of basketball this week so far, so that's a win. High school basketball, not NBA basketball. We'll get to that later. Yeah.
I'd concur on the high school aspect. We'll see what happens this weekend, but so far so good. I'm doing well. It was a great weekend last weekend. Didn't have to watch my team suck, NFL aspect wise. But yeah,
can't lose if you don't make the division.
Yeah.
Hey, the first
we did beat the Eagles in the Cancun Classic.
Oh, did
so yeah, 31-17.
Is it because Jason Kelsey wasn't there? Because
Probably.
he was in Buffalo.
I don't know.
Couldn't lead the team.
Every Twitter account I saw posted that the Cowboys beat them. So
W. You take that.
and half of them weren't even Cowboys
I was
pages.
say there's definitely no bias. Oh.
But yeah, pretty good.
Did you see the graphic of the Bills airplane on the way to Cancun?
No.
It went wide right.
You could have done something with that, but it would have been a terrible thing to do.
Clayton, just go.
I'm doing all right. It's been a longer week, really settling in. Had an exam already this week on Tuesday. So figuring that out. A lot of my classes overlap, which is good and bad because like all the general concepts are the same, but like the technicalities of everything is a little different. So figuring that out's been fun, but we'll survive. We'll make it work.
There we go. Isaac.
Long day. Went to school and work today.
Whoa.
Yeah.
The typical American dream.
It's not the American dream.
No.
That's how you get there.
That's how
But
you get there.
most of the homework's done for the week. Get on and grind some video games tonight. Do some more homework tomorrow. Well, it'll be a good week.
W. I plan on using half my work day to do homework tomorrow.
Well, I got anything else to do.
All right.
It's part of work.
Yeah. First things first on the podcast. Who had the better performance on Sunday Night Football? Travis Kelce, 2 touchdowns, 87 yards or something
Jason.
like that.
Jason.
Jason Kelce.
Jason.
40 beers drank.
40.
No, I made that up.
Millions of memes.
Millions of memes. Partied
Shirtless.
with Bills Mafia, got
5 feet
shirtless
away
in
from
front of Taylor Swift. Jumped out into the stands. Helped little girls take pictures with Taylor Swift. I saw that. What? I'm sick of it. And then that athletic specimen of a man just effortlessly jumped back into the box.
Oh yeah.
That might have been the most impressive part of the whole thing.
He's like a 300-pound man. He just
Like to get back in
And
the
just,
box, he just
was like,
He was at least
leapfrog
15
back in.
oh yeah,
At
Jason
least.
absolutely hammering it.
so all right, yeah, he was hammered.
That proves
Yeah,
right there that NFL centers are the most athletic specimen in the world.
Until you put Ezekiel Elliott there. Anyway.
Well,
Highs on your team.
There we go.
It's anybody's team now. It's free agency now.
Brady, you guys are bringing him back and cutting Ramondre Stevenson.
I'm in. Just
so
for
you
the
guys
memes.
can have Ramondre.
No, just for the
Nothing would
memes. I don't
surprise me
care
anymore.
about anything else at that point.
I have to address something along that line anyway.
Give him a 5-year supermax. You got this.
He's a running back.
Yep.
I think it's 7 years.
Supermax is the NFL.
7 year Supermax.
For running back, his supermax might be like a $4 million per year. I mean,
It's true.
All right.
You go work at Wendy's.
So, anyways, game 1. I don't even remember. Lions versus
That was
That was the next day.
That was the next.
that was Sunday.
It was
Somebody take this
Ravens
over.
Texans.
Ravens.
Yeah, there we
Giants.
go. Yeah, that was not a good
10 to
game.
10 at, was it 10 to 10 and a half?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might have been.
10
Yes.
to 10 and a
Didn't
half,
end
and
up
then
being a good game.
Baltimore just
Said
literally flew away with it.
if they woke up and flew away. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stroud was under pressure the whole game. Couldn't get anything done.
Mhm.
It went about how you expected it to go if you weren't riding high off the Texans' previous round,
Yeah.
where they cooked one of the best defenses of all time, and they got shredded by the Ravens.
Yeah, Lamar definitely showed his dual threat capabilities for throwing for 200 yards and rushing, I think, for two, also fairly close to 100 plus.
He
yards.
was over 100.
He had
Yeah.
exactly 100, actually.
Oh, did he actually?
Wow.
2 rushing tutties and 2 passing.
Yep.
Yeah.
I knew he
Yeah.
had 100. I didn't figure out.
Yeah. But the script was late, so it's going to be 49ers and Chiefs.
I thought it was Ravens.
It is Ravens.
Oh, is it Ravens?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's red and purple.
I just
Super
remember
Bowl
sharing
red
it
and
and posting it
purple.
on Instagram because
Yeah.
and then you finally out of nowhere came the Usher commercials because they didn't leak that he was performing at halftime yet, and then
Yeah, I didn't even
that
know he
picture
was.
went all over the place. So
Yeah.
Post Malone's pregame though.
I'll watch that. I might not watch the halftime show if
Yeah.
it's Usher. I could not care less.
I want the Lions to win purely so that way that we can debunk the script theory.
Where
The
even is
NFL
Super Bowl?
blew it by not having Taylor Swift
Vegas.
do halftime. They blew it.
Well, but
It's going to be Eminem, Taylor Swift.
but if the Chiefs are in the Super Bowl, then there's no reason for it to be Taylor Swift.
She's been the face of the NFL the entire season anyway. It doesn't matter.
No, not the entire
Only since like week
5.
6.
Two.
Yeah, 5
Yeah.
or 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't that get decided like the year before though.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, you bump Usher.
You just say, hey, bro, you got next year. Sorry.
Yeah. You say, hey, we're taking a rain check on that and boot him off.
The script says it's Usher, so
Didn't
we're
make
gonna go with
sense.
that.
Yeah.
But it also says
Right.
Taylor falls in love with a Kelsey brother. We don't know which one yet, but
What, the one that's been happily married for 10 years? or
hey,
whatever?
he was shirtless with her, so be advised.
His wife is there too.
I
I'm
know.
kind of surprised that they hadn't met before Sunday.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
Because she's hung out with like his parents and everything, but
Well, yeah, but they also don't do much. Like his parents aren't 7 days a week, probably going to
well, yeah, I think
strict
I think they're
scheduling.
pretty set on
Go to
Yeah.
McDonald's for
financials
breakfast.
wise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
They
probably why.
could.
Obviously, Jason was
I
in
mean,
Philadelphia,
okay.
so
I don't know where even
Yeah,
the
but
parents live.
Taylor Swift is supposed to be supposedly like a huge Eagles fan beforehand, so like
yeah.
should have been already.
Sure.
I don't know.
Take your word for it. Do you have anything else on that first game? There's not much to talk
No.
about.
No, the
no.
Ravens just walloped them, and Lamar
Good.
played like the probably MVP he will get. So
And Stroud officially got Rookie of the Year, right? No,
That will be
Oh, yeah.
till Super Bowl week.
So what did he get? It was like PFW.
It was the NFL Writers Association.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's
Pro
so.
Football Writers Association.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think it was.
I'm about to say that's award's locked up for him anyway. so.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, he and Puka will be 1 and 2.
yeah.
And then
What?
what Gibbs 3, probably.
Yeah.
probably.
Mhm.
Yeah, not much debate on that one. Game number 2, Packers Niners.
Good game.
Those
Really
were-
good
Packers
game.
blew it.
They did. That was such a weird feeling game though. Like
Yeah.
it felt like the Packers had it the whole game,
Uh-huh.
and
And then they didn't.
then all of a sudden it was just done. Like
That's how
Yeah,
the
like there's
49ers were on
not,
top. It was like, wait, what did they do?
I mean, like we'd watch the 49ers just have like a 3 or 4 week stretch of literally just dropping 30 plus on the Eagles.
Cowboys.
Which didn't end up meeting.
No, the
much.
Cowboys was earlier than that, but it was like the Eagles, the Jaguars, maybe the Bills. It was they went off on this wild stretch. Are you looking?
But PJ Walker beat them.
That was before that. But yeah.
Doesn't
doesn't
matter.
matter, Brady. PJ Walker still beat them.
Yeah, they lost to the Browns and Bengals back-to-back weeks, which was
They put up 34 on the Jaguars, 27 on the Bucks, 31 on the Seahawks, 42 on the Eagles, 28 on the Seahawks, 45 on the Cardinals,
that's right.
and then lost to the Ravens, and then 27 on the Commanders.
Yeah, the Ravens dominated them. Yeah. So a wild turn of events.
All the script.
So on the script.
if that really is Super Bowl, I hope it's closer than the first time.
I think
It'll be
tonight
the
I think it'll be a good game.
it's gonna be Niners winning
Debo should be
Yeah.
healthy this time, or this next game
against
he's supposed to
the
play
Lions.
against the Lions.
I personally prefer the Lions win.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I mean,
yeah.
I think we all are.
I think most
rooting
of
on the
America.
Lions at this point.
I think that's most of America.
I just don't want it to be the Chiefs or the 49ers.
That's kind of where
That's
I'm at. I don't want it to be anybody from the AFC. I'm rooting for Team NFC regardless at this point. I don't like the Ravens, and I'm tired of the Chiefs.
I've been raised to be a Ravens and Lions hater, but I couldn't care less at this point. I don't.
There's
want
nothing
to
to
see-
hate with the Lions. They've been terrible our entire lives.
That's okay.
Oh, that reminds me, Clayton. I need to ask you specifically a question because I don't even know what his response would be.
Hit me.
Wait, the Bills game was the last game, right?
Was the last game?
Yes,
Is the
those
last
games
game.
It's the last
last
game.
game.
Well, then it can wait for the last game because it does
Yeah.
revolve around the Bills.
Okay. Well, let's jump into Sunday then. Lions played the
Buccaneers.
Buccaneers.
31-28.
Yep. Baker Mayfield played a good game. That's what I wanted. I wanted Baker Mayfield to throw for 300 yards and a loss, and that's exactly what happened. So,
That's what they call
Yeah.
having it both ways.
His last pick was stupid. He
was a
literally
bad
threw it
pass.
right to the guy.
Yeah.
His
Back
first
in
one
the
wasn't his
style,
fault, though.
baby.
No, the
That's
first
the-
one was Mike Evans' fault.
Yeah, Mike Evans just
The fu-
apparently forgot how to catch.
The
for that
funny
second.
thing about that, it was CJ Garden Johnson who picked it.
Yeah, and then he gave it back to him.
Yeah, and then he gave it back to Baker.
Fill me in. Why is that funny?
Because they were the ones talking trash at each other.
Yeah.
Over Twitter the entire week
So-
before.
Nice.
CJ, he said that he was watching film and mentioned Russell Gage, who hasn't played any down basically for the Buccaneers. And then Baker was like, well, I must not watch a lot of recent film because Russell hasn't played for us since like week 2 or week 3. And then he retweeted back and he said, I watch more film than you think. And then called him a B at N-word. And then also he said, send me that signed jersey too with the ball. Yeah. So there you're caught up now.
Got him.
All right.
Yeah.
Who got the last laugh?
Baker had to eat an L there.
Baker just
fortunately.
tell me good more. Maybe I don't,
Well, he'll definitely be
I
back.
don't know
That's
what
for
deal he
sure.
signed with
Baker
them.
Mayfield has definitely done enough to earn that job. I think.
He's
Well,
gonna
even-
he's gonna get a nice paycheck this
Yeah,
offseason.
Okay. And even if the Bucks don't pay him, someone will.
What was
You got to give him, if you're the Bucks, you give him like a 2-year deal.
You
Let him
think-
prove himself, and then if it works out, you just extend him.
He already proved
He
himself.
already,
Yeah, I was
he
gonna say,
proved
he already
himself
does
by
that.
dragging
I'm-
the team to
I'm
the
not-
playoffs.
Well, the one problem is Mike Evans is a free agent. So
Yeah.
if they bring Mike Evans back, it's a little bit different if he doesn't have Mike Evans. Then you're missing your wide receiver one.
Yeah.
If Baker is smart, he'll go to the Bucks and say, "Hey, I want this, but take a little bit off and go get Mike Evans."
I mean, he doesn't have a lot of leverage in general
Yeah,
to be
exactly.
asking for money. So, yeah, he got him to the divisional round, but he's still Baker. It's not like he's top tier superstar quarterback.
Oh, I'm excited for Baker though. I like watching him develop and actually look like a good quarterback all the time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I was watching that, and then I've seen so many videos where why didn't the Buccaneers call a timeout?
Yeah, I
And there
saw
was
some.
Yeah.
like 40 seconds left, and they kneeled, and then they could have called a timeout and made their kicker kick like a 49-yard field goal, who was 30% on the year from 50 plus. So I mean, you could have given yourself a chance, but
I've heard that was a technical error. That they didn't actually have the timeout.
Really?
I've only ever seen
I believe
seen
that.
all that stuff. I didn't go in depth. I didn't care that much, but
That's right. Clayton's
never
our
even
investigative journalist. It's his job to figure that out.
True.
He's in on the stuff.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mike Evans for actually showing up this game, though.
He had a great game.
Didn't do
Really did.
anything the game before. He had like
Yeah.
3 drops, too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Dropped the
That's
one
with-
deep ball.
One of his, I think it was the first pass that Baker threw to him ended up getting picked off. That was the one that
Yeah.
covered.
yeah, that whole first game, he had like 3 deep balls where he was wide open and just dropped it.
Yeah.
But they were lucky that Philadelphia sucks on defense. So
What happened to Chris Godwin this year? He
Who?
like low key disappeared.
It's called Tom. Instead of not having Tom Brady, he kind of disappeared when the quarterback just locked onto one wide receiver.
Yeah.
I mean, Godwin was the third down guy.
Yeah. Well, and even in terms of big games, like
And then Kate
Godwin
Otten
just didn't
came
have
on
any.
the scene, and
Yeah.
Kate
took a lot
Otten
of
looked
that
like an
away,
actual threat. Yeah.
yeah.
Especially during the 2 playoff games they had.
True.
They really went to the well with Kate Otten.
With no gloves too, by the way. That's mad respect.
yeah,
Dog.
doing it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the tight ends that have emerged this year, like 2 years ago, you're like, oh, now we just know.
Yeah.
Kate Otten, Jake Ferguson, guys like
Mhm.
that. We know.
Well, tight ends are actually catching the ball again.
Yeah.
Say again. It might be
Yeah.
again.
For now.
Let's say the only two that were really doing it before this was George Kittle and Travis Kelce.
I was thinking earlier than that. I was thinking like Tony Gonzalez and Shannon Sharp.
Jason Wood. Most reliable.
Gary Barnage.
Reliable.
He was a little more. They were both more recent than I was thinking.
Okay.
That's fair.
Because Tony Gonzalez was not before our time, but when we
Right.
were
He
really
was like
He-
going out right when we were getting in.
yeah.
Yeah.
But like we remember like Witten and Gronkowski. Who's the other guy I was thinking of? Chargers.
Oh, Antonio
Antonio
Gates.
Gates.
Thank you.
He played basketball for Kent State, I think.
Sounds right.
Antonio Gates is a
It's about like Draymond playing football for Michigan State. I'm not very good at it. I'm just gonna go over here.
Yeah, but Kent State's a MAC school.
Man, it doesn't take much.
Exactly.
Hey,
MAC versus the
Scotty
Big Ten.
Miller went to a MAC school and caught passes this year.
Cool.
Crazy things happen.
Aiden's gonna have Bill Belichick as a coach. next
Draymond
year.
Green went
That's
to a
true.
Big Ten school and caught hands this year. Congratulations.
Draymond
Actually,
probably
he threw
catch,
hands. He didn't catch hands.
Draymond was probably catching hands over snack time in kindergarten.
Scotty
I
Miller,
can
wide
see.
receiver 1 next year. Hot take.
In Atlanta.
Yes,
Just say
because Bill Belichick likes
no.
third string
No.
wide receivers.
No. Stop.
Is this a Julian Edelman
Give him
comparison?
the
Yes.
Give him the back.
Yes.
Stop.
You can
No.
go on for that, homie.
He will not even be close to Danny Amendola. Just no. Give him
Isaac-
2.
As you've taken the lead.
Gosh, I really did not talk
Brady,
about this.
I will make a bet with you right now.
I'm in. Let's do it.
Scotty Miller will have 800 yards receiving next year.
Let's-
You taking the over?
Are you high?
I mean, I will
let it
absolutely take
happen.
the under. I mean, I don't
What's on the line here?
I don't really want to make a bet anyway, but
Tattoo.
Oh, face tat.
No. Or we can do this. Or
No.
Scotty Miller.
Whoa,
will
whoa,
have
whoa. No,
more
no, no,
receiving
no, no,
yards
no.
Hold on. They can decide. They haven't shook hands yet.
Than the
Should've shook hands,
Patriots
Brady.
wide receiver 1.
well, so if this guy Miller's not even on a team next year.
Then I guess you win.
Yeah, that's right.
I got to look at Scotty Miller's career. Hold on.
Scotty Miller might have caught 15 passes this year. Might
The
have.
highlight of Scotty Miller's career was that touchdown right before halftime in Green Bay,
Also, Isaac.
the
he's a
NFC
free agent.
Championship.
Thanks.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he signed a 1-year deal with the Falcons. He's a free agent.
11 catches for 161 yards and 2 touchdowns this year.
Does he even have 800 yards in his career?
Take the deal.
No, because he's going to back out as soon as he hears this.
I
It
think
just
that you
says
guys
17
should
games played.
do
I don't
a
have his
neck
neck.
tattoo as the
Shut up, man.
prize.
No, I'm not going to take his lunch money. It'll be fine.
Loser.
I
No, I'll
took
just-
yours and I'm fine with it.
I'll just spare pity on his. Wow.
Week.
Well, Mac had a good week 1, and I got caught in overreaction Monday.
What was
Speaking
Scotty
of
Miller
lost
has a
bets,
career-
Have you actually ordered that Howell jersey yet?
Yeah, I ordered it. It's on the way, but it's coming from China, so who knows? It might not be here till October. But
Oh,
A career 85 receptions for 1,085 yards and 6 touchdowns.
how many seasons?
5.
5.
I'm not gonna take your lunch money. I'll be nice. Leave it on.
What
Leave it on
a
the board.
loser.
Leave it on the board. But
For
I'm not
what?
gonna
You
guys
guys got to decide what it is.
saying it's gonna be
I'm
It's
not
just-
going to
it's
take
just
your
his
lunch
take.
money.
I said I'm not gonna take his lunch money. It'll just be his take.
Brady, if you're so confident, take the freaking bet.
Like I said, I'm not gonna take his lunch money.
If you want,
It's gonna be Bailey's.
Yeah, this man still hasn't ordered a Stephen Wonderboy Thompson shirt. I don't trust him to do anything, so it's not even worth it.
That's true.
No.
Bro hasn't ordered a shirt from almost a year ago.
Respectful.
Over a year ago. It was
That's
December 3rd, 2022.
Oh, I thought that was
I
in
know
March.
because I have the poster on my wall right over there.
I thought that was in March. Well, yeah.
Well, thank you, Isaac. We need something to spice up the podcast a little bit.
You're welcome. My
Scotty
God.
Miller 800 that's just
Crazy.
Is that over 3 seasons or
No, just
6
one.
actually.
Well, he's got it over 5 right now. Actually, because he had it over 4. He had it over 4 seasons. So all he has to do is quadruple his production next year.
Oh, so he has to
Yeah.
be good? Oh.
Yeah.
honestly, if he's gonna do it anywhere, it's gonna be in Atlanta. They don't know how to use any of their weapons down there anyway.
Well, but he's a free agent, so who even knows if he gets brought back?
Dude, and Arthur Smith is gone. So
They're gonna bring him back, Brady. They have to.
What other wide receivers they have? Drake London.
Please tell me you did
Yeah.
not go Drake London to literally the 11th overall or 8th overall pick 2 years ago.
Corey Coleman.
And
was
what
the
has he
15th.
done?
A lot more than Scotty Miller.
That's a hot take. Look that up.
Somebody else look it up. I'm looking at 1,000
I'm
yards.
looking it up.
Has
No,
James
Brady,
Yards
put your
this
freaking
year.
phone down. For Scotty Miller being a 6th round pick, I bet his production is relatively similar.
There were
Got it right
21 receivers who had 1,000
No.
yard seasons this year.
sorry. 2022, he had 72 catches for 866 yards and 4 tutties. And then in 2023, he had 69 catches for 900 yards and 2 tutties.
Drake
Nice.
London.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so he has double the
in his
yards.
2-year career, he has 141 grabs with 1,700 receptions for 6 touchdowns. So no, it's not close.
So no, not quite close.
Yeah.
It's a good effort though.
By the community property.
So I believe the term is that you don't know ball, Junior.
Apparently Clayton
But
doesn't either.
he ain't no junior.
Brady, Scotty Miller could still be the wide receiver 1 on your crappy team.
Well, that's because right now the only competition is Devontae Parker and Juju Smith-Schuster. I don't want any of them. I don't want either of them to be the wide receiver or anything. I want them to be gone. 0.
Gonna be Tyquan Thornton.
Good luck with that.
I don't even think Tyquan Thornton comes back. He's been either injured or booty cheeks.
I bet he comes all the way back.
He can't come all the way back to I was never there.
Was he DeMar Hamlin? Speaking of
Dude,
DeMar Hamlin,
Dude, did you see the Bills lost by 3 for DeMar, bro? Dude, respect.
Yeah. They,
Mad
Wow.
respect,
All right.
bro.
they drove the ambulance all the way down to Cancun.
Yeah. They
Why'd you
drove
throw
they
it?
drove that once the airplane veered wide right.
That
So
was
they had to
another
go
big
help
scene.
him out.
DeMar Hamlin says, "I'm not going to get the first down."
Yeah.
That was the dumbest play I think I've ever seen.
Yeah.
awful play.
Sean
call, yeah.
McDermott, I don't know what the hell you were thinking, but that might have been the worst.
So here's what I heard from the deep in-game analysis of the New Heights podcast. Apparently, the Chiefs only had 10 men on the field.
Yeah, they did.
So they did an audible call to a run since they had
Yeah,
the
you
man
know where they were
advantage.
missing the 10th guy? On the open gunner on the other side of the field. There's usually 2 guys on the gunners, and there was just 1-on-1. I'd have just woo, curl.
Sure, yeah, you should have thrown it or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, and running it to DeMar Hamlin is a crazy
Dude,
call.
shout out to Mar.
And he looks slow as heck. Too.
Well, yeah, half the time he was the healthiest scratch the whole year.
Yeah.
I mean, he
Only
also
reason he was
doesn't
in
have
the
a
league because he
heart,
died
so-
last year. That's all I got. For
If
you.
he gets comeback
only
player of the
reason.
year,
One of my
Oh, we already got it
roommates
last
is
year.
convinced that he actually died on the field.
Yeah.
Oh, I just remember that conspiracy theory going around. I remember that.
Yeah, like he actually died, and the NFL is just covering it up.
Yeah,
They-
that
they
was
just shoved it
With
like
what?
that. Yeah, I don't know.
his twin brother, bro.
a
No
clump.
kizzy.
They found some
did you say?
dude, got experimental plastic surgery in
Hold on.
Peru, made him look just like him, and they figured it out.
Sure.
So the Chiefs won 27-24.
Yeah, Tyler Bass, you are.
Tyler Bass, unfortunately.
In Cancun.
Isaac, I'm very disappointed in you.
No.
Isaac, you were supposed to say ass. 'cause
Thank you.
Oh.
That's why I pointed at Brady. 'Cause I mean, at least I just pointed over there. Whatever. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
kinda
Yeah.
like
He missed.
like
They I don't know what Josh Allen was doing when he had Stephon Diggs on a wide open drag route to get the first down. But he did hit the seam route to, I think it was supposed to go to Shakir. And it looked like if he just put a little bit more mustard on it, it was going to be right on the money.
Yeah.
But it would have been too much time with Mahomes probably getting the ball back. And then Tyler Bass went out there, and that thing just took a nasty slice to the right. It looked good.
I just
It
don't-
looked
Looked like a goal.
I want to know if he just missed it that bad,
It was
or
cold.
the wind in Buffalo just heaved it over.
I'm guessing it was.
It
how
was
cold
windy,
it
but
was.
I don't think it was windy that bad.
Yeah, I think it was the combination of cold and probably just a slight mishit
Wow.
that would barely go right. That just went wide right.
Yeah, it got ripped.
Yeah, but it was pretty funny. And then apparently Stephon Diggs dropped like an 80-yard deep bomb from Allen from 20 to 20, and
Oh,
he just
yeah.
went.
He
right
should
to
have
his
caught
hands.
Yep.
Yeah,
It was bad. He was past the guy too.
Diggs in general just didn't look that good this year.
nope.
You
He's
think
got
he
out.
had
I bet he
shirts?
gets. I bet he
That
either gets out or I don't know. He's been standing there watching the Chiefs win since 2019.
That
So
was funny. I saw that.
He claims he's still committed to the team. So
we've seen him on the
Sure.
sidelines during the regular season. The only thing he's committed to is himself.
Stephon Diggs is a Dallas Cowboy. Bang.
No, thank you.
No, he's coming to the Browns.
It's fine. You can have him.
So you guys lose Amari Cooper for Stephon Diggs. Congratulations.
I'd rather have the
No,
Amari
we
Cooper.
trade the keys to the stadium for Stephon Diggs.
Nobody wants
No.
that.
Then you get two divas. One touches women. The other one just likes them. Has a wife. I don't know. Yeah, sure.
You're done.
Yeah.
No, their quarterback's ass, and then they'll have Stephon Diggs who will complain about their ass quarterback every time.
Hey, their quarterback is still younger now than Brandon Whedon was when he got drafted.
They need to keep starting Joe Flacco. That's
Who
what they need to
cares?
I don't know. I saw that on Twitter today. Needed to make sure I threw it.
See, now that's the sign of a man who doesn't have enough to do is he finds bullshit like that on Twitter.
It was literally like the third thing
Brought
on my
up
Twitter.
Brandon
I-
Whedon.
I saw that on Twitter, but I wasn't going to bring it up.
I was like, well, yeah, because you're a Browns fan. You don't want to bring it up. It was Brandon Whedon.
No one wants
That's
to
a
bring
fact.
up the
That's
Browns
a fact.
I'll
organization.
let you shut your mouth, Brady. How about that?
If you go 5 years ago,
Hey, take your L.
they don't want to talk about
No.
it. But now,
No, they only want to talk
Yeah.
about the last 3 years.
Yeah. where it's been icing on the cake,
Or
we made
before the
playoffs.
Super Bowl.
God.
Browns are happy to talk about national championships.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, because everyone's ass.
And then you left Cleveland. Then you went back.
We didn't leave
They
Cleveland.
got kicked out of Cleveland.
Yes. Art
And
Modell.
the Ravens
Wait,
fired
draft day
Bill
says they
Belichick
left,
and
draft day is right.
saved it.
I don't know about that.
All right, so
Wasn't the whole rule of being like teams being sold made because of the Browns?
Of course. I'm
And
talking
then
Probably.
they disregarded the rules when the Rams left. Never mind.
draft day.
Not going there.
Yeah, but St. Louis is Now they have soccer, which is better.
We also sold out every single Battlehawks game the entire season.
Well, there you go. And you still lost to the
And
Renegades.
they still missed the playoffs.
True.
Coincidence? I think not.
Sorry.
Yeah, but the good news is I still have a team.
So do I. The Renegades are still a team. They won the.
Let's go Mets!
They-
Yes.
You're making fun of
Hey.
that.
hey, root for you now.
My team never really existed anyway, so we're good.
That's true. My team's still out here rolling though.
My team even beat your team last year, Brady.
Yeah, you did. We were you guys' only win the entire season. That was
So
Legendary.
First loss. It was
Could you
literally a
imagine
trap
going
game.
like below 500 and still winning the championship?
Anyway, we're not doing this.
Well, you guys beat us in the championship, so
Yeah.
stuff happens. But to kind of close out of the playoffs, Clayton, I've been seeing several Bills fans say that they are the most miserable NFL franchise ever.
Literally,
that's
shut
what
up.
do you have? What do you have to
Literally,
say to them?
Buffalo, you can
That
piss
is
off. I don't even need to talk about this.
Great.
I'm in more pain. Are you kidding me?
Oh, you guys are in the same.
No,
circle.
they knew they were ass. They knew. The Browns knew they were terrible.
We all knew you guys were ass too.
Yeah, and here we are, 12-5 for 3 straight seasons, and we're out in the divisional wild card.
Yeah, you guys. You guys are basically the same
All right,
team.
Switch over. Time's running.
They
out.
No,
definitely-
because this boy
They definitely didn't hear
refuses
any
to
of that.
even mention the whole Rob Gronkowski and Tom Brady got passed by Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes. He was gonna skip right
What?
over it. They
Yeah.
passed them for playoff touchdowns.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Oh, sure he did.
But he saw Brandon
was
Weeden.
older than Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, you saw
Didn't
Brandon
see the
Weeden was
most
older than
popular tweet
Deshaun.
other than Jason Kelsey half naked.
I'm fired up.
Obviously,
Yeah, I don't think
Hey.
I heard half of your rant, but
I'm in the
They
pain
yelled
here.
too much.
Both my teams went 0-16.
And one of them's in the
My
NFC
point.
Championship.
my brother, we didn't even know you were a Lions fan until after we forced you into a Jared
Yeah,
Goff
because he's the
jersey.
bandwagon.
Oh, I
We've been
know.
over
Worse
this.
than me.
Oh yeah,
I
and the
fall
Bills are
right
not the
off
most
both.
miserable fan base in the NFL. The Bills have made a Super Bowl. The Bills made 4 Super Bowls in a row. We've never made a Super Bowl.
Really?
You
Yeah.
can't tell
Yeah,
me
they
that your
lost all
team.
of them.
Yeah, they lost all 4 in the 90s.
And that,
Yeah,
that-
you
that
can't
is-
tell me that your fan base is more miserable when you've at least been to a Super Bowl.
yeah.
Well, but that's why they're claiming that they're the most miserable franchise in history. Is they're like, we lost 4 straight Super Bowls. Well, you know what?
At
Suck
least
it.
you got
Just
there.
be happy you
right?
freaking made a Super Bowl, dude. I watched my team go 1-31.
What's it like?
No, it sucks. It sucks, and there's no way to get out of it because you were born into the team.
Your franchise has unlimited money. They'll
Well,
never
Clay,
do that
Yeah,
bad.
Jerry.
My team can't go 1-31, but they're sure going to make a run at it.
Wouldn't be a family
Because
affair.
Rod Mayo recently said,
Sadly.
"Oh, I think 2021 Mac Jones, rookie year Mac Jones, I think he's still down in there somewhere. We might keep him around and just see what we can find."
Yeah, that's
I hope so.
that's-
I hope
Shut
you
up,
guys
Gerard
trade back
Mayo.
and pick some useless offensive tackle.
I already hate your new head coach.
I'm gonna
He's-
put that
It's gonna be
quote
hard for you.
in my meme Hall of Fame ballot for when Mac Jones is like bottom 4 in QB.
No, when he's not even just in the league anymore.
that too.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. He did overstay that we're going to spend money. So as
What
long as
pick-
we spend money,
What
it
pick
is
was
what it
he?
is.
Wasn't he like 10?
15.
Okay. I knew it was mid round.
Because the Bears moved up to 11 to take Fields. I was
Who's
very upset.
in Fields about to get traded?
Oh, that was a glorious day.
Yeah, we were all sitting in my bedroom watching Brady try not to cry. It was great.
It was
Dude,
awesome. It
you
was
should
so
trade
funny.
Mac Jones in like a second.
For what, a bag of footballs?
No, Mac Jones in a second. Justin Fields.
I think Justin Fields is
Especially
on the
if
move.
Yeah,
know we
Yeah,
had
I don't think they
conversations
want
the
Mac
about
Bears
that.
are going to take Caleb Williams.
I'm
I
about
think
to say
that
the
is
Bears
unfortunate.
hired UFC's quarterbacks coach, I wouldn't say.
UFC.
UFC,
Dana?
the welterweight,
Sean Strickland?
Ric Flair.
Dylan Budka?
But on
Brian
the trading for
Barberina?
Justin Fields, us having Justin Fields and Mac Jones
Shut
would
up.
literally be the equivalent of the Panthers having Baker and Sam Darnold. That would almost be the same thing. Just a picture later.
So
And one of them's a mobile quarterback.
hear me out.
Well, yeah, but like they had 2 first-round quarterbacks from the same draft, still on the rookie deals.
So
Yeah.
you should just like get Sam Darnold and just play him in New England for 1 year.
There you go. You can have a 4th white quarterback to add to your useless rotation.
dude. Or you can do a 5th.
What a battle.
You could do a 5th white quarterback and take JJ McCarthy in like the 5th round or whatever.
Yeah.
Charger.
That's what you guys need to do.
Could you imagine?
Jim
And then they
Harbaugh got
trade
The
Justin
Chargers
Herbert.
deal today, right? That was technically today.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah,
The Jim
Harbaugh. Only thing I'll talk about. You got a 5-year deal with the Chargers. Congrats.
you
I
get in
still
trouble.
think you won't get it done in the NFL. I mean, I think your moment's passed.
They
It
didn't
does-
get it done the first time.
does sound like
He got in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he lost to
Brother.
his brother.
Yeah.
I have 2 things.
Sure.
Still makes me.
First one, I've heard that the NFL has said that if he gets, like, if the NCAA does something, they will uphold that suspension in the NFL. So that way, that
Really?
won't create like a thing to where coaches will just go to the NFL to avoid getting punished.
That's pretty big brain.
So that's why they did 5 years. So if he gets suspended for one of the years, he's got 4 more.
They wouldn't even give him a full year.
No, they'd give him like a slap on the wrist and say, like, here,
They
you
wouldn't
owe us
give him a
80
full year
grand.
because the Harbaughs play each other next year because the Ravens are going to SoFi to play the Chargers.
The script is
sense.
already crazy for next year.
They've all the right team's been
They're yeah.
out there, man.
Dude,
Let's
this script's
try
been
this
done since preseason, so they already got to start on the next one.
True.
I just want to make sure your other thing isn't what I was going to say.
Fun.
I've said both.
Oh, you said it. Well, okay. It sounds like that Michigan's defense
3/4 of
might
a
be
brain
going with
cell.
him. Yeah, well. All right. I think it's his
Absolutely.
defensive coordinator, but it sounds like Minter might be going with Harbaugh. So
The crying guy.
Oh,
The
That'd be kinda
crime-
funny.
you said
no,
the
not
crime-
the crime guy. That was Connor Stallion.
The crime guy got fired.
Yeah.
No, the
quit spreading false information.
God,
There was a crying
just
guy.
like
Crying. I thought you said crime.
oh.
That's a different story.
I thought you said crime.
Oh, okay.
I'm like,
No,
no,
he's gonna be the
literally
head
got
coach.
booted.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be their new head coach.
Okay, that's right then.
I just don't know how we're gonna replace Scott Leffler when he moves up to Ann Arbor to take his job.
Dude. All
So
I
we'll be
know-
back after the break.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, we got
You can say it.
3 minutes. Little bit about college football. Ohio State has brought in every nuclear weapon possible, apparently, since we've
Yep.
gotten 4 Alabama decommit to commit to Ohio State.
And former Patriots and Alabama offensive coordinator Bill O'Brien.
Yeah, Bill O'Brien is now our offensive coordinator. I don't know how awesome that is or not. I don't know.
And it'll be something.
God.
He was
I
good in
know, but
college, but I mean, he had Alabama.
I was gonna say
so-
he
and now
made
he's got
college
Ohio
Mac,
State.
he made college Mac Jones look good and pro football Mac Jones worse.
He
So,
yeah.
take that for what it is.
And we got Will Howard. Is that
Yep.
the quarterback from Washington?
Kansas State.
Kansas State.
I
New
think it was
taste of milk.
Washington.
and
Yeah.
staying.
And then-
something like that.
Yeah.
Saying
Jalen Sayin or whatever his name is. He's
Yeah.
another white boy. He's from Florida, I think.
Bama.
He's
From
he's from
Yeah,
Alabama.
he's a freshman from Bama.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's from Bama.
Yeah, and every picture you find of him,
He's
is
like a
high school-
noodle.
Is a high well, it's a high school picture, so he
Yeah.
never even dressed for Alabama. I don't know if he
I'm fairly
redshirted or what,
certain
but
he just I thought he decommitted.
No, he's a transfer.
yeah, he's
Oh,
transferred.
is he?
Yeah.
Oh, so we're trying
Yeah,
to
and then we brought a 5-star
Huh?
and we got a 5-star
Georgia.
QB in.
Aaron Nolan.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we went from we don't know who's going to be the quarterback next year. We don't want to go into the transfer portal to we now have 5 quarterbacks. One's a true freshman, the 2 that played in the bowl game, and 2 transfer ins
No.
from other school.
Aaron Nolan found a
No.
pull of Quinn Ewers.
Devin
just-
Brown can leave
run away.
respectfully.
Yeah,
No,
Devin
just-
Brown doesn't have a chance.
Yeah, Devin Brown's screwed.
Hey,
And
everyone
so
has a
was that
chance.
other kid, whoever that kid was, who
The guy who
flew
came.
off
Like
his
in
back
Keenhole
foot
or
every
whatever.
2.
Keenhole, yeah.
No,
What
it'll be
kid?
the Kansas State guy, I'm sure.
It'll
Well,
be
I'm
a
not
battle
sure,
between
but-
him and then the
That'll be-
Aaron Nolan
Well-
and
I don't think Nolan has a chance.
I don't think Nolan or Sane will start just because they're both younger. Howard's, I think, a 5th year.
Well, St. Louis
I'm
has a
just
chance
saying,
because
dude.
he's practiced
Well,
in college for a year.
I'm just saying, dude. I'm just saying.
Well, I know. I think it'll be Will Howard. Just give Sane a year to get under the Ohio State, and then he'll take it junior, senior year.
Yeah.
I will say, gentlemen, I have a very big announcement when we do come back since we're getting close to our time.
So as you know, we are Hot Take Sports. So we enjoy sports in general. Brady, what was your favorite sporting event you've ever been to?
I would have to say probably the playoff game between the Guardians and the Yankees at the end of last season in the playoffs.
Oh, good one. Isaac?
Browns Bills.
Browns Bills. Leo?
God, my favorite one was this Crew home opener this year, being front row, witnessing the magic of Lucas Zelleron.
Great time with the boys. Clayton?
One of my personal favorites from the last year was my dad and I went to Milwaukee to watch the Dodgers play the Brewers. Got a new stadium off the list. Sat first row right field. Sweet.
Nice. Home run ball?
Over me. I watched Freddie Freeman hit one directly over my head.
So
And
cool.
Mookie Betts played catch right next to me, so that was kind of cool.
That's sweet.
Got on
That's
ESPN.
Right, you're on ESPN.
That is true.
We, as a group, went to a Timberwolves Cavaliers game in Cleveland earlier this year, so that was super fun. And you know what every single one of those events has in common?
What would that be, Matt?
We used code HTS at SeatGeek to get $20 off our purchase.
Exactly. There's nothing better than saving money and supporting your favorite content creators, being Hot Take Sports. Make sure to use code HTS next time you check out at SeatGeek. Tickets not only for sporting events, but concerts, comedy shows, really anything that requires tickets. Summer is coming. All of your favorite events are coming up this summer, so make sure to use code HTS at SeatGeek for $20 off of your first purchase.
All right, we're back. Wrapping up the NFL championship weekend. Is there much to discuss? Really excited for both of these games, but it kind of feels like the 1 seeds are heavy favorites.
Run down that field. The Lions will not yield.
Huh, huh, huh.
Go Lions! You know how many times I heard that? I only know that song because I heard it when the Cowboys
Title.
went and played them in Detroit, and Megatron versus Dez stats were being put up every time something Megatron would do. Because it was like 2014?
Had to be.
I think it had to
Sounds
have
right.
been.
That was an elite game for you then.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great game. I think the final ended up being like third, like in the 40s. I think it was just a shootout when that was prime Stafford in Detroit.
Prime Stafford, probably prime Megatron.
Yeah, it was
Stafford's
actually
in
like
prime right now.
Rat Stafford.
yeah, bro,
Yeah.
and that was prime Tony Romo. Honestly, I mean, that was probably his
Before
best
he
year.
was, before it's
His best
Uwe and
year.
Ian all over ABC or
Yeah,
what is he on?
and
ESPN? I don't know.
Terrence Horn.
CBS.
He's on CBS,
That
and
was a
now
good
he's
show.
just fun to listen to, unless it's a Chiefs game. And then he's like,
I don't know that was him.
I mean, girlfriend. I mean, I'm touching myself.
There was
I mean,
there was there was
Don't
the
remember. All right, right.
there was a meme. And it was Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes like standing in the bathroom. Tony Romo being the one guy to stand between. He'd be like, "Hey guys, what's going on?"
There's 12-year-olds. There's one between Patrick and Josh, and he's right in the middle.
Yeah. Tony was a funny guy.
All
He's
right.
pretty good at his job. So
Tell me.
I like it when the commentators are still into the game.
Yeah.
Unlike Joe Buck and Troikman. Well, here's a guy here, Troy, where if he caught the football here, he'd score a touchdown.
Really, that one bombed. I was so proud of that
I
one.
didn't even hear you.
My cousin texts his old roommate about when Joe Buck and Troy Aikman talk, and they literally type in all caps, like they're like, they yell basically. Where Joe Buck's like, yeah, well, if you look at the radar tonight, it's gonna be windy, and we'll see if the kickers can really hold on to it here. We're gonna see if it's a good game. And then I just look at his text. It's boom, boom, boom. And then my cousin's girlfriend's in it, and she's like, I hate both of you. You're the reason this group chat's muted. I'm like, I miss doing that stuff. And then we still do it sometimes these days.
Carl Schwarber and the Cubs ruined any respect.
We're
I
not
had for
talking
Joe
about
Buck.
baseball right now. We are not talking.
Brady, nobody cares
we're
about
not talking
baseball.
about
Shut your
No,
goddamn
that
mouth.
World Series ruined any respect I had for Joe Buck.
And let alone the freaking Cubs.
Exactly.
Literally
Ruined
mutual
the World
hatred
Series.
all around, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Except for me when I went there for one game. Kind of cool. Wrigley Field.
Yeah,
It was cool. Wrigley Field
Well,
was
I mean,
cool.
Wrigley Field's iconic.
Yeah, it was awesome to go.
You could be a Cubs hater and still respect that.
38 degrees, snow, rain. So, yeah. But yeah, jumping into NBA now.
Before we do that, I have an announcement, gentlemen.
Has Dylan Bloodkid got a fight yet?
No, but our other guest on the podcast, Brian Barberina, announced yesterday, must have been late last night, that he will be taking on Gerald Meerschaert on March 16th.
I'm sorry.
Well, this is
Did
last
you
name.
say Sharts?
What? I'm pretty sure it's Meerschaert is how you say it.
Oh my God. Brian's going to make him shart
A
his
deer
pants.
shirt.
Title!
Now, cons, Gerald Meerschaert has the most submissions ever at middleweight.
Oh God, another grapple.
Really? We can't do this
Tom,
again.
Dude.
Pros,
This
his
again.
chin is
Grappler
made of
fight, dude.
paper. So,
What'd you say?
his chin is made of paper. So,
Oh, good. So Brian just has to actually land a few punches before somebody takes him to the ground again.
Got it. So if they don't bear hug each other, Brian should win.
Where's the fight, Clayton?
it's in Las Vegas. I think it's just the Apex.
Book it.
Gotta keep his distance.
Book it.
Pay-per-view, not
if I
pay-per-view.
keep this- If I was
Not
him, I'd keep
pay-per-view,
this
it's just
close
fight
to-
night.
Okay.
Book it. We're going to Vegas. Clear your schedule.
Play this game like every other time you decide to spend a crap ton of money. You buying?
I'll buy the plane tickets. Someone else has to get
All
the
right.
ticket.
That's better than I expected. So
We can DM Brian. I bet he'd get us passes or something.
I don't know. We've kind of been a bad luck charm for him.
Get that post game interview. Brian.
What kind of pizza you
Hold
getting?
on.
Okay.
Hold on.
Don't ask.
So Brian, now that you won, how does it feel? And then we have him have his shirt. Yeah.
The goat.
Yeah.
Well-
red team.
Do you know when? I'm sorry. I don't remember.
March 16th.
March.
Bro, that's
St. Patty's Day.
Shoot.
They fight.
Month and
Go.
a half or so away. I should be
At
on
the
off nights then.
Friday night.
Saturday night.
Yeah, 'cause
Okay.
the next-
UFC never does
Friday-
stuff on Fridays anymore.
I'm in.
You're gonna be off nights for that, right?
Maybe.
It's the end of March,
It's
so
a
in like
Friday night anyway, or Saturday night.
Yeah.
anyway,
I
so
mean,
it wouldn't be-
I'm in
Friday.
regardless, but
yeah.
as long as
Oh,
it's not
that's Friday.
snowing in March. So yeah,
I
we
think
should be
we'll
fine.
be okay.
We should be fine.
Yeah.
I gotta buy the tickets for that.
Yeah.
Shout out Patrick.
Anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there so that way all of our listeners could cheer on our boy Bam Bam. But with that,
No, the Walleye game that we're going to.
NBA.
NBA.
Yeah. The Bucks are what?
What time's the wall game? What day is that? The 15th?
The 22nd.
The 22nd
Yeah.
of March?
It's Margaritaville night.
Yeah, Jimmy Buffett, that baby.
That's
Isaac, you're too young. You're driving.
No,
no,
He'll be an adult.
Wait, hold up.
we are making Bechtel drive.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Clayton, you'll be old enough.
Going.
I will be. My
No,
birthday's 2 years before that.
No, Bechtel told me Brown wasn't gonna go in case one of the Bowling Green
No.
teams made the
No.
March Madness.
You tell Bechtel right now.
You can tell him.
I'm gonna
I
text
will.
Do it.
Matthias
Tell him
Bechtel.
tomorrow.
Start a group chat.
I told Brady we're all
Margaritaville.
just gonna ride up with him when he has to be at the game 6 hours early. We'll hang out at the car beforehand, and then we'll just hang out at a restaurant near the car until he's done and ready
Yeah.
to go home.
Yeah.
Okay,
We
Drive.
There's a Frickers literally 2 blocks away, so we
we won't look turn up at all when we're walking in doing like the conga line.
That's not Jimmy Buffett.
Margarita. Oh, senor.
All right. Anyways,
yeah.
basketball. So the
Who-
Bucks fired their head coach,
Yes.
which is
Um,
mind-boggling.
What's his name?
at
Andrew.
30
Why?
and 13. Because they just haven't played well.
He lost the
Adrian-
locker room
Yeah.
per
Yeah.
sources.
Nobody seemed to like him. All of his coaching decisions got vetoed by players, basically.
Yeah. It
He
showed
hit
Giannis a few times, like coming off the court, and he'd like go to dab him up, and Giannis would just walk away from him.
Yeah. Or
Like,
like Giannis was
I'm
like
not a
telling
fan.
him how we're gonna run. They tried to run a different defense, and they were like, "No, Brook needs to be doing this." And he said, "Yeah, okay, cool."
Rumor has it that that former head coach tried to cut Thanasis. So that's
I saw that. I
Yeah,
saw
no,
that.
that's not actually, but
I
yeah,
bet.
Yeah.
dude, Thanasis
he's really
is so
funny.
bad.
Though. He really is. It's awful.
But yeah. Announced Doc Rivers
Yes, Doc Rivers
As
is
of-
officially the coach.
per
Choke
CNN
coach.
Sports last night.
Yeah,
And then everyone
Roger.
else reported it this morning, so it's we're guessing it's official now.
so is CNN like that, or
No.
did they get,
They have a
I
sports department.
looked.
or did they get duped?
I went to
and
their
now
post
it's
and I saw no mention of the new head coach signing
Yeah.
for the Milwaukee
But
Bucks.
TNT put it on TV. I was like, all right, sure,
Like,
whatever.
can't fix stupid, but somehow they were right.
In their most recent post, the top comment goes, "How in the hell can you be verified?" And this post only have like 400 likes. and it had
Well,
and
for
that,
starters, anyone can get
yeah,
verified.
and that comment had like 30,000.
ratio,
It was bad.
ratio in CNN is crazy.
Yeah, it was. I don't know.
I'm here for it.
It seems sketchy, but
They ended up being right. So
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, hard to argue with.
Yeah.
shot their shot. Like,
But-
yeah, we're
But yeah, Doc Rivers has the most blown 3-1 leads in NBA history, but he has won a championship, so it could happen.
sure.
And for you Cavs fans, you guys were 30-11 when you guys fired your head coach in 2016.
Yeah, you fired.
Yeah,
David.
but that was to hire the greatest coach of all time in Tyronn Lue.
Yeah, it was David Blatt, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I was
LeBron
going to
didn't
ask
like
him if they knew
pretty
who the
much.
coach was, but
Yeah, it was David Blatt. I knew that.
Yeah,
well, sorry.
yeah.
did you know that?
Yeah, idiot.
Back
Hated.
to 3-1 league, aka LeBron.
I was looking at him, but he was made that to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look
The
good.
only thing that the only reason
coach.
that I knew it was David Blatt is because in that one playoff series against Chicago, he tried to draw up that play where LeBron was going to inbound the ball, and LeBron was like, "No, we ain't doing that." And then
No,
they threw
let
the
me draw
ball
this
to
up for
LeBron,
you.
and he hit a game-winning three.
Yeah, and faded in the corner and nailed it. Yeah, because that was a game after D Rose came down and banked it in.
The Pistons are going to beat the Hornets.
Really,
Therefore, the Pistons are better than the Timberwolves by the commutative property.
and therefore
Yes.
that means they're
Crazy.
basically
But the
the
Timberwolves
best
beat
team
the
in the
Jazz,
West.
The Jazz beat the Pistons. The Pistons beat the.
I think that makes you guys the best team now because you got crapped on by the Thunder.
I watched the
Yeah.
Jazz lose to the Rockets in overtime on a highlight tape, just that ESPN posted.
Yeah, that was
Good.
Yeah, we
Alperen,
we were bad.
Alperen Sengun had like 35 points, 50 rebounds, and like 6 assists. or
Sengun was
something.
Yeah, the
Dog.
Jester was rolling.
Good.
He's
He's the next.
But it was really funny because the Rockets were like up by 20, and then they blew the lead.
Yeah.
So I was anticipating winning that game originally, anyways. Like when I had been checking in on it, and all of a sudden we were 4 points down, then heading to overtime.
Do you have a nickname for the Sexton and Larry Markkinen combo? Because I was trying to think of one just out of the top of my head, like the last 30 seconds, but I got nothing.
No, the only combo nickname that Colin Sexton ever had a partner for was Rudy Gay.
No, because in Cleveland they had Sexland.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm in Utah, but
that's a different story.
who traded Rudy Gay?
The gay sex era.
Yeah.
It was a short-lived era in Utah, but it was there.
Oh, gentlemen,
think
I
we should
do
get
have
on.
something to say.
Oh, of course you do.
It's about parking the
The
bus.
Lakers and the Jazz have the same record.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
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 You know what's gonna be really unfortunate?
When we don't make
When the
playoffs.
You guys
Timberwolves
sneak
lose their
in as the
remaining
10
games.
seed,
And we
end up
lose.
as the 2 seed, and you guys beat us in a series.
Oh, Clayton.
You will definitely.
I
beat
forgot
us
to
if
thank
it
you for this
happens.
last time we
I ain't
talked
betting
on the
against
podcast.
LeBron in any series.
But you called both of my teams garbage, and since then the Jazz had climbed back up to 500 or over 500, and the Kraken went on a 13.
They are at 500, Brady.
Well, yeah, they've lost the last couple, but like at the time they'd gone back above 500, and the Kraken had a 13-game unbeaten streak.
Yeah,
So
when
I
you
wanna thank
when you
for
said all of his teams are garbage, the Kraken did that, and the Jazz went on a 9-1 streak.
that.
Yeah,
10
they're still
games after
garbage.
Dude. You know
Thank you.
who's not
Need
garbage?
that.
The Dallas Stars, who beat the Red Wings last night.
They
They
did.
did.
5-4.
That they did.
Hey, the
5-4.
Kraken have back-to-back home games against the Blues and Blue Jackets, so that'll be a fun couple days for me coming up.
Yeah, you'll beat us. Don't worry about it.
Dude, sports teams in Dallas have just been good.
Yeah, we
Aside from
dominated it
the
last time.
That was
7-0.
season.
No,
It's
just
postseason.
no.
Okay, you can hang your hat on your regular season success.
I don't wanna.
Well, Matt,
Matt,
you didn't beat us the first time. It was a shootout. but you
I'm
beat
hanging
us.
my hat on my basketball team's regular season success. The first half, I guess. We've actually kind of been trashed the second half of the season so far. Because we had started off by losing. Nope, the Knicks was in the new year. So we've been mid in the new year, kind of.
Yeah. Shout out to Cat.
Shout out to Cat. He had 62.
Shout out Embiid.
Who dropped
Shout out to
70.
Embiid, who had 70.
Who that Wilt Chamberlain never did. He never had 17,
It
70,
was like, yeah, 70, 15.
15, and 5.
Is that what
5
it was?
blocks, I think. I'm
Assist.
assuming that. Is it assists?
Yeah.
And Cat was the first person ever to have a game with 10 plus made twos, 10 plus made threes, and 10 plus made free throws.
And a loss still, or
No, just that stat line in general.
But they did lose, right?
But then we did manage to lose.
yeah, they lost. Shout out to Cat.
I watched
And
that
then
game.
Terry Rozier got traded the next day.
Who's his trade value? Just
Terry
enough.
Rozier did.
Yeah, the
he's,
Heat.
he's with the Heat.
Did he actually? Did that legit go
Yeah.
through?
Scary Terry.
That's actually really. That's kind of
Yeah,
good.
That's
Terry
good
Rozier
for
had a
the
whopping
Heat, yeah.
11 points in the game against us. 5 for 12 from the field.
Dude,
0 of 6
so-
from 3.
Kyle
So
Lowry.
now they got Kyle. Was Kyle Lowry and
Kyle Lowry and Charlotte.
Birds? Yeah, yeah.
It was Kyle Lowry in what, a 1 maybe for Rozier?
I don't even remember what the pick was.
It would.
Oh.
Yeah, it was.
I don't know.
Now they got Tyler Hero.
It was a lottery protected first.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it'll convey next year unprotected.
So
because
now-
the Heat are a perennial playoff team.
So now they've got Terry Rozier,
It'll be this year.
Tyler Hero,
2027.
Duncan Robinson,
Sure.
and
Jaime Jaquez, Bam Adebayo.
So it's like who are they going to start
Caleb
now at the
Martin.
1 and 2?
It's a good question.
Because you have Hero obviously, but Hero doesn't play defense, and I don't think Terry Rozier also doesn't play defense. So
I can honestly tell you, I have not actually watched a game of Miami Heat basketball, so I can't tell you who
I
starts for
have,
them and who
but
doesn't.
it was back in like 2011 to 2013.
Will probably be Rozier, Hero, Butler, Jaime Jaquez.
I don't.
And,
They've been splitting their starters. Hayward Highsmith has started some games. Caleb Martin has started some games. Duncan Robinson has started some games. Jaime Jaquez has started some games.
This has
But
been the steal of the draft so far.
that's kind of a fact, yeah.
You
But
bring
Tyler Hero, I
Dwayne
started
Wade
every
out
game
of
he's been
retirement.
Sorry, Clayton. What?
You bring Dwayne Wade out of retirement.
No,
Why do I even let him talk? So Jimmy, Bam, and Tyler Hero are the 3 consistent ones. And it kind of seems like it changes outside
sound
of that.
familiar?
Nope.
All right.
Actually, Nikola Jovic started for them in their last game.
Oh, the
Who?
brand Nikola Jokic.
Nikola
name is-
Jovic.
Yeah,
He
it's
was a
Jokic,
rookie
but
last
with a
year.
V instead
Is he
of
like a Lamar Stevens of that team?
no,
Sure, except for he's 20.
And he was a
he's
first-round
less
pick.
cool. Dude, didn't he have to go back to like Slovenia or whatever and finish high school?
Yes.
Because he was on the
did,
team.
yeah.
He was on the team, and then he had to go back and graduate.
Yeah, in the
I'm
off
back
in the
now.
off season he finished his high school.
That would suck. Just hire a nerd.
But yeah, they right.
I'm available.
They started
One thing that I
Hero,
do want to do
Martin
that we haven't
Barrios,
done in a little bit is run through the overall standings of both
Yeah.
sides.
I'm in.
I would, before we pivot off of bench players, shout out Tristan Thompson for getting suspended.
Yeah.
Didn't play anyways.
Yeah.
Who cares? You got a 25-game suspension for drugs.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why he was yamming everything.
Yeah.
Son of a. I thought
You
he was
saw
better.
Malik Beasley.
I think he was dunking.
Was like, I can
when
do
he was on
that.
the bench, bro.
Bro,
He was coming off the bench
He was
and playing
playing.
decent minutes.
Dude, he was pulling the Anderson Varejao minutes, bro.
I saw this tweet. It was like Tristan Thompson got suspended for performance-enhancing drugs without any enhanced performances.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it.
Dude. So I know it's aside from NBA, but I was watching college basketball and Duke or Kentucky. Kentucky got a 7'3" guy who's like a guard, and they call him Big Z. And all I could think about was there's only one Big Z. And he was
Yeah,
on the Cavs.
facts. That's only one
Zion?
victory.
No.
I don't think he put on the Cavs.
Zaza
Wasn't
Pachulia.
like wasn't
It
was like-
Julia.
it was like Zane Ilgauskas or
Honestly,
something. Then they called him
it's actually
what?
Isaac.
Zydrunas.
Zadrunas?
Yeah.
Zydrunas. Zydrunas.
Actually, we're
Correct.
talking about Ante Zizic, actually.
No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now we're getting there.
So they're on naming random NBA centers, ready?
Dude, you know what might be the biggest flaw
Aaron Baines.
is the Lakers like not re-signing or retaining Ivica Zubac, bro, when they let him go to the Clippers. He's a
been
good
with the
center,
Clippers.
which would be awesome right now.
Oh, yeah.
You guys have Anthony Davis.
Yeah, but we could play him at the 4 and then put Zubac at the 5, and then we could just be like, hey,
I guess his floor spacing would be even worse.
3-2 zone. You guys can just trade for Rudy Gobert.
no,
They're getting trade for
Good
Trey
luck.
Young.
no, but apparently
Wild.
no. I've seen
DeJounte.
DeJounte Murray, Zach LaVine, Bruce Brown,
DeMar.
DeRozan. I literally saw like a post from NBA on ESPN, and it had 7 potential trades,
They have Jordan Clarkson
and
on there
5
too.
of the 7, no, it didn't have
Jordan
us as
Clarkson's
the
been
top
in a lot
3.
of rumors too. Since Terry Rozier's gone, he's the
But
next
yeah,
pure
and-
scorer.
I'm here for it.
yeah.
The Cavs made Trey Young look like Trey Old. Just saying.
All right.
Why'd you laugh at that?
All right, run through the standing. Let's run through the standing. Let's go.
Plus he's bald.
All right, so standings. We'll start with the East. From 1 to 15. We got the Celtics up top, then the Bucks, the Sixers, the Cavs, the Knicks, the Heat, the Pacers. This is going into the play-in. That was the top 6 right there. Going into the play-in is the Pacers, the Magic, the Bulls, and the Hawks. And then bottom 5 is the Nets, the Raptors, the Hornets, the Wizards, and the Pistons.
You know what's really funny about the East? Is we could basically end the season right now and none of this is going to change.
Yeah,
The
this
Celtics
is
are
about
going
where I
to be 1.
expected the Cavs to be right now.
Yeah, the Celtics are going to be 1. The Bucks are going to be 2. The Sixers are probably going to be 3. Cavs and Knicks will be 4 and 5. One or the other. The Heat or Pacers will probably be 6 and 7. 8, 9, and 10 and 11 are kind of a toss-up depending on what the Bulls decide to do. But like the Magic are going to be a play-in team.
Yeah.
The Hawks are probably going to be a play-in team because they're not
Maybe.
going to fully blow it up.
You wouldn't think, but
They-
The Hawks,
There's no
or
way.
not the Hawks, the Magic are a fun little team, man. They really
Yeah.
are. They're doing all the right
They've
stuff.
been good. They cooled off, but they've been fun. But like the bottom 5 basically aren't going anywhere.
Yeah, they're all
The Pistons are the worst team in history, although they are getting their 5th win tonight, right?
yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
113 to 106. 32 from Bojan Bogdanovic, baby. What a
He's
guy.
getting traded.
He signed an extension with them.
He should get traded.
Really
bro.
caught
They
me
could
off
actually
guard.
get something for him.
Miles Bridges and Nick Richards each had 20 and 10 tonight.
Should I move to the West?
Yeah, go ahead. I just want to
So in the West, from the top, we have the Thunder at 1, the Wolves at 2. They both have the same record though. Then the Nuggets, the Clippers, the Pels, and the Suns. That's the top 6. To the play-in, we got the Kings, the Mavs, the Lakers, and the Jazz. And then bottom 5 is the Rockets, Warriors, Grizzlies, Blazers, and Spurs.
The Warriors being down there is crazy.
because they're all
That's
old.
because
black
Wiggins
players.
is freaking garbage.
So that's
Everyone
Dodgers
except Curry.
not having to play Sacramento if it ended today.
Clayton, I'm not gonna lie. I
This
said
is the
at the
first.
beginning that the play-in was our ceiling. And we're there. I'm rolling with it. I'm
Man.
happy
Yeah.
regardless now.
I was gonna bet.
And I said
30
that the
plus
Cavs
on that
shouldn't
tonight
be in the
'cause he had
play-in,
to
and
have a
that's
game
where we are
last
right
time
now.
and Didn't.
Yeah.
He had 38.
Oh,
I
Mischief.
suck at this.
What
you
thirty-eight?
trust you're gonna win?
Yeah. It's all right. It's only money.
True.
And it's not enough for it.
Like that.
I think we actually gonna quit my job and become a professional sports bettor
You be like that one guy.
with the $100 in my bank account.
That one guy on Jeopardy.
There's a video on Twitter going
Not to-
around, and there's some guy's like, "Dude, I don't know how I'm gonna pay rent tomorrow. It's like $200." And I think he's like, "Dude, I just sold my stove for $200," and he's like, "I know a better way to do this." And then he went on, and he was betting it all, lost it all. And he's like, "Wait, I know my neighbors aren't home, and they have a bunch of copper that they haven't taken into the junkyard yet, so I'm gonna steal that." And then he brought it in, gave it to the guy, and he's like, "Well, I know it's worth 400, but since it looks like it's very much well stolen, I'm only going to give you 300." So then he proceeds to boil it back down to like $50, and he goes to roulette, puts $50 on red 19, it hits, and he wins $1,700. And then he proceeds to put all that on black 3, and then it hits, and he cashes out, and he's like, "Why pay rent when you can just buy the place?" And it's just a him with racks just up to his forearms on both. I'm like, "You're stupid." And I'm like, "That's not how that works."
Oh
I
man.
guarantee you it's fake, but
Well, I mean,
it's
it
a great
is, but it
conversation. We do not promote that kind of sports betting. We promote the $5 or no, the $10 or less.
We
bets.
promote
That's what
following the
Yeah.
law here.
we promote the nice and safe and healthy way of betting. Brady doesn't know what that is, but hey, Matt and I do.
I was so out of pocket.
I
Don't be afraid to call 1-800-GAMBLER, ladies and gentlemen, and Brady. Don't be afraid.
yeah.
Not that
Yeah,
bad.
Brady. Every time you log
Brady,
every time you log in a FanDuel, it literally asks you. It's like, "Hey, bro,
Brady's
do you
the
have a
one who's
gambling
deleting
problem?"
the app.
No,
after-
yeah, and they got it
after the
back because
NFL
they missed
season.
it so much.
No, after the season, he's going to. So
Yeah.
he's going to.
Stop the cap. Baseball's going to start back. He's like, "Wow, there's a lot of stuff."
He can't.
Oh, he can't. Ooh.
I can't bet on baseball or hockey, so
Betting on baseball.
What a loser.
Betting on hockey's a bad idea.
I feel
Plus,
like
it's a
hockey
stars
actually
game.
could be really fun to bet on, like shots in general and stuff. like
Over
that.
unders would be fun in hockey.
Yeah. I just
Dude.
don't watch hockey or know hockey enough to mess with it. So.
I just know
Well,
we
the
score a lot of
language.
goals, and usually there's not a high scoring games.
Incorrect. Not good at it, but you speak it.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, did we finish the West? Yeah, we
Yeah.
did.
Yes.
Because we're talking about how bad the Warriors are. The Rockets are a good little team right now too. They're at
Yes.
11, but they've
Them
been good.
and Dylan Brooks and Redmond.
Bring back NFT
Yeah, nobody
chains.
cares about either of those two.
I know.
Dylan
They don't have
Brooks
Premier
can
League.
league right now, and no one would care.
Yeah, they paid him like $40 million.
I know.
Yeah.
Like 3 year, like 120 something.
Something
I'm
like that.
They're like
yeah.
so young. I'm like, why'd you do that?
Because they needed to fill money on there to get to the minimum salary. So they're like, well, we might as well spend it. We're not competing for a championship in the next couple of years.
don't need it.
I don't.
This is a good mentor for like Thompson and
Come again?
Jalen Green.
All right.
No, I'm good.
You have to give me a minute.
There we go. I hate both.
Alright.
Yeah.
Singing a whole lot of concert.
Here we go.
Yeah. Wrap up.
God.
Anybody have anything else for the good of the
I
order?
do not.
I have one thing,
Oh, of course.
and it might
Is
be
it
too
worse
early.
than
for
Scotty
this.
Miller 800 yards?
I think you made back-to-back horrible takes.
Go for
Across
it.
the episodes.
What was this?
Say it. Say it.
What do you think your baseball team's going to do this year?
Too early. to talk.
It's never too early to talk about.
Yeah, I
We're
know.
gonna hover just below 500 and be disappointed again because we employ Matt Carpenter.
Leo.
Hey, at least he's gonna be
Shit
putting down
ball.
that carpet for you, bro.
He's not gonna be doing anything for us,
You can sit on the bench.
but stealing
Perfect
innings
seats.
from.
We're pretty young
AAA
this
players.
year. It'll be interesting to see what all we do before spring training and all that starts. So I'm excited
excited.
for that.
MLS starts in a month. Isn't
yeah.
that crazy?
Oh,
It should be a
That's literally a month from today, the Crew Open.
Yep.
Mhm.
Also, a month from today is the second of the 2-game series against Michigan Tech for Bowling Green hockey.
Dude. I
Speaking
saw-
of hockey, you guys saw my story, right?
The picture of you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
In the luchador mask.
classic. For those of you who don't know, it was pro wrestling night last week for BG Falcon Hockey, and I was on the ice picking up teddy bears, and I picked up one that my buddy Trevor threw on there and put it on my shoulders and walked off, and it was the league photo of the night.
Beautiful.
Elite status.
Clayton, I think guards are gonna do.
The guards won't be great. I don't know. It just depends on how everything clicks. It's hard to answer right now with the new manager. We haven't really seen him in action. Didn't really make any offseason moves. So yeah, I don't know what the guards are gonna do.
Brady, you can go next.
I think we'll probably be mid, maybe push for the bottom wild card spot. It's really going to depend though on if Esteban Florial is going to get as much run as he's supposed to. I mean, he a couple years ago he was the Yankees' top prospect, but he was one of those guys that just kind of got blocked because they buy their entire team like the Dodgers. Not that it pans out, but he's a change of a scenery guy. Has some solid pop. I think he had 25, 30 homers in AAA last year. So if he kicks out Miles Straw, then we actually might have a chance. Sneak in there at the bottom.
Isaac,
I'm
how
gonna
do you think
say
we're gonna
we
do?
win our division, and
That's not the
Baseball.
hottest take ever because our division sucks.
Right.
So
There's that.
that's
to send us out on a couple good notes. Dylan Budka did tweet that he has something coming.
I
We don't know
saw
what it
that.
is.
We're just waiting on an announcement. That'd be really cool if him and Brian were on the same card. That'd be kind of fun.
Wouldn't that be sick?
that would be dubs.
So we'd have to go.
And for the final good note, Timberwolves parlay hit, baby. Let's go. Downs ended up 2 of 10 from 3, but he only needed to make 2.
10.
Yeah, the game after he dropped 60, he went 2 of 10.
We made 10.
He was tired.
What?
He was tired.
Hey,
His back was probably
Hey,
sore.
we
yeah.
play the Wizards tomorrow, so thanks for tiring him out.
Hey, no problem, man. Oh, I should check Jordan Poole's stat line. All right.
Garbage.
Send us on our way, Kalina. Well,
Thank you guys very much for listening to episode 123 of the Hot Take Sports Podcast. Make sure to follow us on all our social medias at Hot Take Sports 16. Shout out to our friends over at SeatGeek. Make sure to use code HTS for $20 off your first purchase. Again, that's code HTS. SeatGeek, $20. Save money, support us. SeatGeek. Thank you guys very much for tuning in, and we will see you all next week.